So what should you make research about? One of what you should make research about are your customers. Who are your customers? You have to know them. It is important you arm yourself with necessary knowledge about your customers, because they have the final say about your product. They are the one that will buy from you. So how best you know them will determine how best you will communicate your message to be in alignment with who they are. The way you sell to someone in Victoria Island is different from the way you should sell to someone in Yanopaja in Lagos. Both are in the same state, but the way they think, the way they live their life differs. So it is important you know the type of people you are talking to. How well you know the people you are talking to will go a long way to determine how well you can trigger their emotions. Remember, people buy based on emotion and justify with logic. So you have to know the best language that triggers the emotion of the type of people you are talking to. So when they ask you to know your customers, it is for your own good. It is for your own good. Remember, remember, all what you know is all what you've learned. All what you've learned is not all there is to know. So how much knowledge you have about your customers, you've learned it somewhere, but that's not all. You still have to arm yourself with more knowledge about them. The more you know them, the easier it is to sell to them. So how well do you know your customers? If I ask you about your customers, can you tell me a full page about them? Can you write a full page about them? Can you speak for 2 minutes talking about your customers? You have to know your customers. It is a must. It is a must, because if you don't know your customers, you might just be hurting them rather than helping them with your words. You might just be like a pest to them if you don't know them well enough. So it is important that you know your customers. The next thing you should make research about is your product. You can't sell a product that you are ignorant about. You can't sell effectively a product that you are ignorant about. So it is important that you arm yourself with necessary knowledge about your product. What are the benefits of your product? How can your customers make use of it? What will happen if they don't buy your product? What will happen if they buy your product? So you have to and you can communicate this thing very well in your sales copy when you know your product. When you don't know your product, it will be very hard for you to communicate the value of your product effectively. As a matter of fact, some copywriters, instead of when they want to advertise a product, they make sure they use it themselves. They want to experience that feeling people that make use of the product also feels. So it is important for you to know your product. It is a must. It's not an option. It's a necessity. How well you know your product will determine how easier or how salesy, how effective your sales copy will be. So the last thing you need to make research about is your competitors. What are they doing? How did they sell that particular product? The strategy they use, did it work? Or what exactly can you improve about what they use? Has the product been produced in the past? Has it been advertised in the past? What exactly do they do? So all these things are some of the things you need to pay attention to. You have to know your product, you have to know your competitors, you have to know your customers. Those 3 things are very important for you to write a winning copy. When you master your customer, you'll be able to appeal to them very easy. When you master your product, you'll be able to communicate the value that your product is offering. When you master your competitors, you will be able to know what to improve, what not to do, what has worked, what hasn't worked. So it is important that you arm yourself with all this knowledge, because it will go a long way to helping you sell your product. So let's talk more about knowing your customer. Customer research is critical to every sales of a sales letter. You must be able to give customers what they want, not what you think they want. Can you hear that? There's difference between your own opinion about what your customers want, and there's difference between what exactly do they want. You might think black is the best color for them, no, and they think the best color for them is yellow. You might think the best way to sell to them is to give them this, while they think the best way to sell to them is to give this type of guarantee, not the one you think about. So what customers buy is not what you think about, it's what they want to buy. So it is important you arm yourself with this knowledge, because when you do so, you will be able to sell the right way. Another point I put here is that you can only know what they want when you make research about them. So you are not a sorcerer, you are not God that can predict human nature. So it is until you make research about them that you can know what they want. So don't be a lazy copywriter that doesn't make research. It is important you make research that will help you sell your product. The level of your awareness of your competitors will determine the level of your sales letter. I've said that earlier. A copywriter who researches more about his customer will perform better than a copywriter who assumes certain information about the customer. So don't be a copywriter that assumes. No, don't be that type of copywriter. Be a copywriter that make research, that doesn't assume, that base judgment on numbers, on facts and figures. So don't be someone that just assume. So a copywriter who researches more about his customers will perform better. Yes, that's it. You can use certain language, get some big ideas that will make your sales copy more relatable when you make research. And I think that is one of the most important points about research. When you make research about your customers, you can get a lot of big ideas you will use in selling to them. You can get a lot of idea, a lot of triggers you can use in your language in communicating to them. But when you don't know a customer, you won't be able to find some big ideas that will easily appeal to them. It is on your course of making research that is the time you can find some of these big ideas that will easily appeal to them. So you copy because your copy becomes so easy to write when you arm yourself with necessary knowledge about your customers. Most people that complain that, oh, I'm unable to sell this thing, most people's problem is that they've not made enough research about who they are selling to. So for you to find your copy easy to write, you must be able to make quality research. Make a lot of research. When you make a lot of research, you will just find copy very easy for you to write. Your customer knowledge is the trigger that turns them on. Yes, that's it. What you know about them, you can use it to trigger them. You can use that information in your favor. When you speak their language, they can easily commit themselves to you. Oh, I made some grammatical errors there. When you speak their language, they can easily commit themselves to you because they will see that you understand them. People want someone that understands them. We are going to talk about it in the persuasion secret. People want someone that understands them. So when you speak their language, they assume that you understand them. Let me make an example. When I was doing my NYC in the north, if you are a Yoruba like I am, if you speak Hausa to a Hausa man, the man assumes you are the best person on earth, and the person will relate with you as if you are Hausa boy. That's the power of community. When you speak the language of your audience, they can easily relate with you and easily find it very easy to buy from you. So the next point is, don't write without adequate knowledge. Tell yourself, I will never start a copy until I have adequate knowledge about it. Make a resolution about that. and work towards it. Every time you are to write a copy, dedicate time and effort to make sure you make quality research about your customers. So, what are the things you should look forward to? First is their demographics. What is their age? What is their gender? Where do they live? So you have to know all these things about them. And the second thing is the psychographics. What is their interest? What do they have interest in? What type of pages do they like? How do they love interacting with things? What are their worries? What keeps them awake at night? What is their belief about your product? What is their desire? What do they want to achieve? If you want to sell, let me say you want to sell a phone now. The way you sell a phone to a young person is different from the way you sell a phone to maybe like a 70-year-old man. A young person is looking for a phone for Facebook, for social media, to take quality pictures. All those things might not matter to someone that is 17 years old. So when you know your customers, you know what appeals to them, you know their desire, you know their beliefs about your product, you know what they are striving towards to achieve. So make quality research, find out their demographics, find out their psychographics, find out their geography, where do they live. So all those knowledge will help you in crafting a very good sales letter. So how to know your audience? How do you find some information about your audience? The first is go to where they are, hang out with them. If your audience are on the island in Lagos, go to the island. Try to observe what they do and how they do it. If your audience are in the church, attend the service. Even if you are a Muslim, look at how they do things in the church. So it is important you feel among. There's power in community. When you belong to them, you know how they feel, you know how they do things, you'll be able to appeal to them just as the way they are. Another thing is Facebook Insights. There's a way you can use Facebook Insights. For Facebook Audience Insights. If you go to your Facebook page, you can easily check out for the Facebook Insight. You can find that in the ad category. So the next one is Facebook groups. For example, when I wanted to write a sales letter for women sometimes back for a pregnancy book, a childbirth and pregnancy book, guess what I did? I go to Facebook, I search some groups dedicated to women, dedicated to marriage, and I joined all those groups. What I was looking for is what type of conversation are happening in that group. What are they talking about? What can I know? How can I apply some things they are talking about to my own copy of selling the book to them? So another way is to go to Amazon. Go to Amazon.com, read reviews. Read reviews about the type of product you are selling. When you read reviews about the type of product you are selling, you can easily know what people are looking forward to, what people love, what they hate, so you know how to apply that in your copy. So another one is online forum. We have Nairaland. Go to where conversations happen. We have Quora, where people ask questions. Look at answers. Look at the type of questions people are asking about your product. Quora.com, Nairaland. Go to those forums and check out what people are saying about your product type. So when you know what your audience are saying about it, you can easily know how to appeal to them. So let's move to the second one, which is knowing your product. How well you know your product will determine the success of your sales copy. Check for previous customer review. Check out for their language. Read reviews of related products. Ask product creator about their product. I think that is very important. You can't know a product than those that create the product. So it is important, if you are a copywriter that is being hired to sell something, ask the product creators about their product. Someone reached out to me a few days ago to write a copy for a particular food business. The first thing I did was asking questions about the business. What led to the business? How much do they sell the product? I asked the person, who are your audience? So there are a lot of things you have to ask people, the product creators, about their product. If you don't ask them, then all what you are doing is making costly assumptions, and as you know, assumption is the lowest level of knowledge. So ask your ask your product creators, the manufacturers, about their products. They will have a lot of things to say than what you might even read online. So it is important you ask them questions. So lastly, knowing your competitors. What are your competitors doing right? What are they doing right? Don't assume what you should not assume. In advertising, you act based on facts and figures. You get your facts right. You don't make some costly assumptions. So it is important you also look out for your competitors. How do they advertise this product? Where are they advertising? What did the advertising work? You might need to sign up to their email list if you have to, which most times I do that. Sign up to email list. I do that a lot of times. So how are they advertising? How are they doing their advertising? Are they advertising on on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram? What is working for them? What is not working for them? What is the result they are getting from the advertisement? What type of sales copy are they using? Did it yield some results? So it is important you know your competitors. So how to carry out quality research? How can you effectively carry out quality research? The first thing I will always recommend is dig out everything you can find. Everything. Just keep searching, keep searching, keep searching, keep searching. Then select those ones that are related to what you are writing about. You can easily select those ones that are related to what you are writing about if you've searched enough. So don't just look at first page of Google and assume that's all your product is all about. Move to the next page, move to the next page, move to the next page, and bring out those things that are related to your product. So select those ones that are very important to your product. So the next thing I do is select those ones that are very important and discard those ones that are not very important. Once you select those ones that are very important, then you look out for those ones you can easily apply in your copy. So the last one is blend your research to your copy. Your research is useless without blending it to what you are writing about. If I see that 50% of ladies uses this particular phone, it is important I blend that statistics of 50% of ladies to what I am selling. So anything you make research about, try to fine-tune it with your own copy, because that is the only time your research can be meaningful. So let's move to another topic, which is 5 important questions you should ask before writing a copy. 5 important questions you should ask before writing a copy. The fourth is, what is the problem? We believe every product are meant to solve a problem. So you must diagnose your problem, your target audience problem that makes them need your product. So what is the problem? So when you ask yourself what is the problem, you'll be able to know what they are really passing through. When you ask them what is the problem and you find answer to that, then you will walk in their shoe. You put yourself in their shoe. You are already in their shoe to know that, oh, if this is the problem, this is what can appeal to them. So the next thing is, why hasn't the problem been solved? Why have they not solved the problem? What is stopping them from having the value you are bringing to the table? What has stopped them? Is it that they've not searched enough? Is it that the previous method has failed them? Is it that they are just being lazy to find a better product? So you ask yourself, why hasn't the problem been solved? Why hasn't the problem been solved? When you realize this, then you can easily know how best to present your copy. The third thing is what's possible now. If they start making use of your product, what is possible for them? What is possible for them? What is possible for them? So what will they be able to do or stop doing when the problem is solved? If you are selling a drug for headache, you know that by the time the headache stop, they will be able to live free without headache. They will be able to do other things they need to do. They will be able to live their normal life. So why hasn't the problem been solved? And what's possible now? After they take your product, what's possible? So what's different now? Now that they've taken your product, what is different about them? What is different about their life? Someone that is having headache now, what's different about the person's life now is that sorry. What's different about their life now is that they can do what they want without being bothered about their health. They can pay attention to a lot of things about their life just because they are now better. They are no longer feeling headache. So the last question you should ask yourself is, what should they do now? What should they do now? What type of action did you want them to take? Immediately they see your copy, what type of action do you want them to take? Do you want them to subscribe? Do you want them to download a particular thing? Do you want them to pay for a particular product? You have to ask yourself the specific call to action you want them to take. The specific action you want them to take after reading your sales copy. So these are 5 important questions you need to ask yourself. So lastly, in this series, we are going to be talking about the most important persuasion secret. The most important persuasion secret. There are secrets to persuasion. You can persuade anybody to do anything you want when you understand this secret. You can persuade them to give you their money when you understand this secret. You can persuade them to do a lot of things when you understand this secret. Persuasion secret is why Adolf Hitler was able to trigger the killing of thousands of Jews, because you understand persuasion secret. So as a copywriter, when you understand persuasion secret, you'll be able to trigger a lot of things with your customers. So people will do anything for those who encourage their dream. People want someone that encourages their dream. They don't want someone that attacks their dream. They want someone that encourages their dream. So what are the dreams of your audience? How can you encourage their dream? So when you encourage your audience dream, they will be eager to do anything you want to do. The second one is justify their failures. Yeah. Maybe they are not achieving a particular result. Instead of you saying that you are doing this, no, you have to let them know that you understand them. You have to tell them it's not your fault. When you tell them it's not your fault, people don't like to take responsibility about their failure. When you tell them it's not their fault, they will be eager to hear from you. Because a lot of people have been criticizing them that it's their fault. But when they hear someone telling them it's not their fault, they will surely be eager to listen to you. So the third thing is allay their fears. You let go of their fears. They think they can never do this thing. You let go of their fears. So you can easily persuade someone when you let go, when you make the fear of that person when you align yourself to the fear that, oh, don't worry, this thing will be possible. So that is the power of you allaying their fear. You can persuade anybody you allay their fear when you allay their fear. So the next thing is confirm their suspicion. Maybe they are suspicious of a particular thing and you confirm it to them. When you confirm their suspicion, they will be eager to do anything you want them to say. So you will notice that everything I've been saying is not all about you, but all about your audience. So the last one is help them throw rocks at their enemies. Help them throw rocks at their enemies. Just castigate whosoever is attacking them. You to attack the person. When you attack the person, they will surely be eager to hear from you. Like I was saying, you won't find it difficult to persuade anybody. You allay the person's fear, you justify the person's failure, you encourage the person's dream, you confirm the person's suspicion, and you throw rock at the person's enemy. Whichever way you are using, when you use these tactics, you'll be able to tap into the emotions of your buyers or of your prospect. So understand these 5 principles. People will do anything for those who encourage their dream, justify their failures, allay their fears, confirm their suspicion, and help them throw rocks at their enemy. So another thing you need to know is this: people buy benefits, not features. Therefore, sell them the benefits, not features. People don't care about your product, but about the product, what the product will do for them. Yes, people don't care about your product. Even if you use the best material for it, they don't care about it. All what people is asking themselves is, what is in it for me? How can this product benefit my life? So what you are doing as a copywriter is selling benefits. You are selling them the benefits. When you are selling umbrella, you are not selling a quality umbrella. You are selling the benefit of the quality umbrella. The fact that they can go out when they want, they don't have to bother about sun or rain. They don't have to go to their meeting late just because of rain. They don't have to appear wet in their meetings. All what I'm selling to them is benefit. How does it benefit them? Not the quality of my umbrella, the quality of the clothes, the quality of the handle of my umbrella. All those things that can be used after you've sell the benefit. So as a copywriter, what your job is to sell benefits, not features. So another thing I say is, benefit of benefits sell more than benefits. Yes, benefit of benefits is how they will feel when they use your product. Benefit, me saying benefit is what will happen to them, but what will happen to them is different from the feelings they will have. So when you effectively sell the benefit of the benefit, so one of the strategy you can use is, after getting the benefit, you can also ask yourself, and what? When you ask yourself, and what, you set yourself on another journey of looking at what is possible for your audience. So for example, I'm asking you to, I want to sell this phone, and I'm saying that, or I want to sell my laptop, and I'm telling you that this laptop will do so for you. The next thing I should be asking is, and what? By the time I'm asking and what again, and what, it will make me to start seeing the benefit of my product. I hope we follow through this module. So we've come to the end of module 3, and I'll be giving us assignments just like the previous 2 modules. So your assignment is this: assume it's COVID-19 period, there's coronavirus, and I requested that you should write a sales letter to sell a face mask. Most people are now using face mask in this time of coronavirus. So I'm telling you to sell me a face mask, which means you must make some research. So make a research about face mask so that you'll be able to sell my face mask effectively. So I'm telling you that you should sell me a face mask. I approach you to write a sales letter for my face mask. So, and of course, before you start writing about my face mask, to sell my face mask, you must make research about my face mask. So make some research about my face mask and send it to my mail, akintayomiki@gmail.com. Thanks again for joining me, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next module. Thank you.